back with more Angel. This is episode 1 of season 2. I'm so excited to get into this new season. I really loved season 1. I thought it was, a really solid kind of first season for a show. Some absolutely stellar stuff in that first season, and I really loved it. And yeah, I really love the characters we've been introduced to. I love the feel of the show. It's very much got its own separate identity to Buffy, and I can't wait to see how season 2 is going to go compared to season 5 of Buffy, which obviously I'm going to be starting probably in a couple of days, because I have this and then another Angel to watch before I start Buffy season 5. But I'm very intrigued as to where they're going to go with this season. With the last season ending, with Darla coming back, she got resurrected, so that should be very interesting to see where they take that. But aside from that, I'm not quite sure the direction they may go with this season, which is always a very exciting thing. So yeah, can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So I guess without further ado, let's kick off season 2. Hello.
First I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I agree for writing.
Why does he remind me of those fruit pastel lollies? Do you know?
You're on fire, Cordelia. This is exciting work. Let's take it again.
Ah.
And put.
Whoa, that's a very yellow shirt. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh god, the gym. This is the scariest place I've ever been. Ha! Didn't have a reflection. That's cool. That's an extreme way to go to the gym but not want to pay the membership, isn't it?
You don't have to work out. You're eternal.
May not always be.
True. I should have sneezed in.
Just a sneeze. Oh.
Bless you. I'm sorry about this.
Had to be something fire when he said that. Oh.
You're not handicapped. You're handy-capable.
She's like Chopin
Well,
and Brahms.
yeah, she's still a vampire. They just brought her back as a human.
I'd love to see that boy. The eyes are a little farther
Okay.
apart.
Whoa.
Don't yell like that. You will scare him.
Oh,
Dennis is
Dennis.
very sensitive. He's just trying to help.
It's a little outside the box.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
Well.
I like it. Tonight's gonna make it happen.
Pointer Sisters, though. I never thought I'd see a demon karaoke bar. I will give the show credit for that.
That's the one.
The makeup's good in this episode with all the different creatures.
The code. How about gracing us with a number?
Please no.
When you sing, you bare your soul. He sees into it. This isn't about your pipes, bro. It's about your spirit. Are you alright? Look out!
Oh. Oh. Well.
Sorry. He's dead.
He's good at breaking necks.
What did you do? Oh my God. What have you done?
Oh. Oh.
I had one friend in this world and you killed him. I used to
Whoopsie.
away from.
Well. How's that repentance going, Angel?
Angel was probably supposed to help him, not. Thanks for the obscure visions. We're doing great with that.
That's kind of messed up, really.
An innocent being. Woman or the baby?
Yeah, the kid, daughter. She's supposed to become some powerful, benevolent. I don't know. The dark ones, they want her out of the picture, so it's 2-for-1 with the mom. Local brokers, they're offering hard cash. It's kind of an iffy part of town.
Snake.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh!
How deep are these? Pretty deep, bro.
How deep is your love?
We've been patrolling it on occasion ever since.
I'd be great at the karaoke bar,
Protecting a young pregnant woman.
despite the crippling shyness. Ooh.
Like that?
Is it a cookie?
But you gonna hang here and soak up the guilt?
Something like that.
I like his no questions asked attitude. For the most part, with the gun. You asked a question then, but you know what I mean. Oh, don't feel too bad. The powers of B's fault, really. Let's do better visions. I could literally just send you a letter, you know?
Because she's some seer or leader or Joan of Arc. Boy, you know what she is to me? My daughter. Not someone's holy mission.
It's like a supernatural version of John Connor.
We need to find the coat of arms. Kamal said I needed to present it to the tribunal, and maybe if I do, they'll call this whole thing... What?
Did he find that?
Wouldn't be a round bronze talisman, say about this big.
Yes.
I already found it.
Yeah?
Oh, something's gonna happen.
Where is it? Stop helping.
Oh! Shit! What the... Oh, so spiky. Oh.
Who is it?
God.
What was that?
Something about a gun. What if it's a demon with a gun?
I don't think they've met me, have they?
He's a great guy with a really fly street tag.
What's he fly?
It's how they know you on the street.
Oh, Wesley.
I saw you in bed.
What?
No, I can see this is none of my business.
You too.
Now, just a moment.
In the hospital. After
Oh,
he just built
yeah.
in blue. He
Let's
said
say,
he
what
didn't
the
keep an
fuck?
eye on you two. Go to the address I gave you.
Go!
Yeah.
Is she here?
The pregnant woman? No. Gun bought us a talisman, but...
Good.
Working on it.
You think she'd go there if
I told her.
she knew the talisman thing was there, and that she's
Doesn't
been
trust me.
kidnapped?
I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. That someday I might become human.
Oh.
That light was so bright. I thought I was already out.
If it's too bright a light, you're gonna turn to
We
dust,
all
so...
got a little cocky, didn't we? And I'll be with you until you do.
Aw.
What about your inevitable stardom?
I'm not saying I won't have a day job.
It's a fight to the death. That's why she needed a champion. Where would this tribunal take place?
Ah.
There's no way to tell. They're mystical events. There's only one way.
You're Mandy. Well, you came and you gave without taking. But I sent you away, oh Mandy.
Turn it off, turn it off.
But you kissed
Stop
me
him.
and stopped me from shaking. And I need you today, oh Mandy. You came and you gave without
Do
taking.
anything to save a life.
Stop me from shaking.
Oh no! The cringe is gonna kill me.
A performer. Why don't we just call him Angel? The vampire was sold. I had a chat with Mr. Tall, Dark, and Rockin'. So let's give him a hand.
Lindsay can't.
Why Mandy?
Well, I know the words. I gotta think it's pretty.
And it is, you great big sap. It's not a destroyer of worlds can argue with man.
Oh my god.
Good for you for fessing up.
If her name's Mandy, I'm gonna lose it. Hello.
The trial by combat will begin.
Can't it just be like a Yu-Gi-Oh duel or something? So they actually have to like joust. And I'm just saying, in the Scooby-Doo 2 movie, Fred did this on a motorcycle, which was pretty badass, so... Whoa! Not through the heart though, so we're good.
I moved to appeal that ruling.
He's a vampire, bitch.
We shouldn't be keeping score. We're not running a race. We're doing a job. One soul at a time.
Hey,
had to sing Barry Manilow.
Kidding.
People.
And here I am talking about my petty little problem.
Just wanted to give you a little perspective.
Road to redemption is a rocky path.
There it is.
Think we might make it.
Oh,
We might.
I think you both will. It's like a really nice bond. That's very wholesome.
I remember all my life how you kissed me and stopped me from shaking. Mandy. Oh, Mandy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I really liked that episode a lot. I think that was a really, really great premiere for the season. I always think it must be like it's really difficult to write like a season premiere. And I thought this was really well done. Yeah, I really, really liked this one a lot. Right from the off, I just got right into it, and I really appreciated that. You know, just assuming like, yeah, we know the characters, we know kind of what it is. I think obviously it's going to have the big advantage over the last season premiere, because obviously that was the first ever episode of Angel, and we kind of had a lot to set up with that. So I suppose they do, it helps in that way, but I think they did a great job of setting up the rest of this season, and I think it was more just a way of kind of saying, you know, we know what we did with the season 1 finale and kind of setting up this prophecy for Angel, and knowing that if he kind of redeems himself and carries on, you know, he can become human again. But he still has a long way to go. That's kind of what this episode was kind of saying, you know. Don't expect it anytime soon, you know, he's going to have to put up quite the fight, I think, before he gets to that kind of redemption and that reward. I think they did like a great job of kind of saying that with this episode. So yeah, I love that they kind of really kicked off with just reintroducing the trio. They're very much in the swing of things, you know, they've really got the dynamic kind of, you know, to a T now between the three of them. Even though they don't quite have a new base of operations yet. They're still kind of taking things in their stride. I like that Cordelia's still kind of balancing like a potential acting career, and seems to be getting better, which is really good as well. With, you know, doing the Angel investigation stuff, but she's still willing to just like drop all the acting stuff when she got like the call on the pager, which is really cool. And Wesley still has some haplessness in him, with like when he threw the darts trying to impress the woman and he stabbed the guy. Classic. But you know, he seemed very suave in that scene, and that was a really cool reintroduction to him. Because you know, the first time we'd seen him in like Buffy, obviously he came across as a bit of a prat almost, and he was treated as a bit more of a joke in Buffy. And then we've seen that whole development in Angel last season, see how far he's come since then. And when we were first introduced to him in Angel, you know, he was kind of this menacing figure on the bike chasing that demon guy down, and at the time we didn't know it was Wesley, obviously. So to see him introduced in this episode, knowing it's him, and he's still kind of acting that kind of cool way, was great, because he didn't need to wear like a helmet or mask his face for us to think, oh god, this guy means business, you know, this guy's serious. We just know that Wesley does mean that now, which is really cool. And then just storming the gym, great way to kind of kick off the season, and then just, you know, back to business. So I really liked that kind of whole opening sequence quite a bit. You know, the dynamic between the three of them, they kind of mastered that a lot in the last season. You can just see how close they all are, which I really, really love. And see how, you know, how much they care about each other, how much each other's missions kind of mean to each other as well, you know. I think Angel seems quite supportive of like, when that really nice scene with Angel and Cordelia, when Cordelia was kind of like comforting him over like his failures, I guess. You know, he kind of talked about her aspiring career, and he seems, you know, still quite supportive of it, and she kind of supported him in return. It was a really nice kind of sequence, just showing how close those two are and how much they've all kind of grown as, you know, a collective over the last season of Angel. That was really cool. So I love the reintroduction to like the three kind of core characters. That was great. Then we very briefly got a glimpse of Wolfram and Hart and Lila. I think it's Lila, isn't it? Yeah. Lila and Lindsay. So just reminding us that they're still about causing havoc, I'm sure. That'll be more of a thing to come for the rest of the season, I imagine. And Darla was with them very briefly. She seems very keen to see Angel again. Obviously, that's going to, I think, be quite a big thing in season 2. So I wasn't expecting Angel and everyone to like find out Darla was back in like episode 1. I wasn't expecting that. But it was cool to kind of see them very briefly in like that one scene, just as a reminder that they're out there, and we'll be seeing them pop up at some point in season 2. So that's pretty cool to see them. And then it was nice to have Gunn show up again. I wasn't sure if we were going to properly see him again, but clearly he was back, and see him interact with Wesley and Cordelia was great as well. I feel like he's going to be quite an interesting ally for the team. That might be a big thing for him this season, but the fact that we're going to keep seeing him, I think he might become a really strong ally for Angel Investigations, which is really cool. I liked that a lot, and how he just tends to do what Angel asks. And when he does ask questions, it's kind of more so personal stuff, not him kind of questioning whether or not he actually needs to do the job that Angel's given him. You know, he's very kind of, I will get the job done. And I really like that aspect of him, considering how him and Angel kind of started their kind of relationship when they first met. Didn't get off to the best start. The fact that they seem quite, you know, respectful of each other now, and Gunn's very willing to help Angel out. I really, really like that development already. So hopefully they can continue to explore that. And the whole demon karaoke bar thing, very bizarre idea. And it's almost an idea I feel like wouldn't have worked in a show like Angel. I could see that happening in Buffy, like specifically season 4 of Buffy, because that was very kind of comical. But I've been like, a demon karaoke bar in Angel? Like, that's going to be really jarring to the tone. But it wasn't. It really, really worked. I think a lot of that does come from the, I don't think we got his name, but the guy who was like in charge of the karaoke bar, the green guy, Hulk, not Hulk, but yeah, the green guy. I think he kind of bridged the gap between such a bizarre kind of idea and Angel as a show, and like, he was a great kind of stepping point, I guess, between the two things blending as seamlessly as they did. I know Angel's had its silly moments before with like the dancing in She, and this is kind of a nice almost sequel to that in a way, I guess, with the singing. It's funny how they include that in the main credits. That was really funny. And that, again, continued to humanise Angel in that way, and him liking like Mandy, like, sounds pretty and stuff. I really, really liked that. Just little moments like that, continuing to humanise Angel, I thought that was great. But yeah, the fact that this guy who was in charge could like read your energy, or he's like a kind of a psychic thing if you sung. It's a very clever idea, and I really liked that. And it was a cool way of kind of getting information now that the oracles are dead. So maybe they'll keep going back to him. Although maybe if they have to keep singing to get information, that might get a bit repetitive, so maybe not. But it was kind of a really cool idea of having like this place where demons feel safe, and this weird karaoke bar thing. Very, very funny. Very bizarre idea, but I think it actually worked very, very well in context of the episode and stuff like that. So I loved everything with that. That was really, really cool. And then the whole story with, like, I think Kamal, they said, was the demon's name that Angel killed. I liked that, you know, we saw right from the off of the season, Angel still very much needs to repent for a lot of things, and sometimes things go wrong and it's kind of an innocent mistake again. It's nice to me, he doesn't mean to break someone's neck, you know what I mean? Oh, Jenny. But that kind of twist there, and that this demon thing that Cordelia saw in her vision was actually a good guy. I really liked that, and Angel has to live with the guilt now of killing him and taking the mission. I liked that kind of plot line. So I don't feel like it dominated the overall kind of plot of the episode. I still feel like we got a lot of like character stuff and build up for the rest of the season. But I was still very, very invested in that plot, because if it was just like, you need to like save this lady and her kid from, or get protection for this lady and the kid, it'd be like, okay, but they really tied it into Angel's kind of personal journey with his like quest for redemption, because they brought in this whole kind of idea of him feeling guilty because he killed the original like Guardian guy. So tying Angel's like character arc into the plot made me really, really care about it, and I actually really liked the pregnant woman. I don't know if we ever got her name. I did think they might do a funny thing and have her name be Mandy, but I don't think they actually told us what it was. Maybe they did, and I missed it. But I really liked her. I think the actress was really, really great. And I thought the actor playing the guy they paid for information in the bar, I thought he was really good as well. He's a great little like snitchy character. And the makeup on all these different demons in this episode in particular, I thought was really, really good. They had some really inventive ideas with how all the different demons looked. So I loved like the look of that. And I really enjoyed the performance of that woman. I really kind of got somewhat invested in that story, which is pretty crazy for like a one episode kind of story in the season premiere as well, when they have so much to get done. So I actually quite liked that journey of Angel helping that woman out. I thought the jousting was kind of weird. I wouldn't have had that, you know, they could have just gone straight to the sword fight thing, but I guess they talked about how those kind of people that were going to give the protection were like ancient and quite traditional, I think, in a sense. So it makes sense they would have like traditional means of combat, but it just went to a sword fight anyway, so why not just go with that? So the jousting was a bit weird, but I don't mind it. It was kind of funny to see Angel talk to a horse, I guess. So something good came from it. So yeah, everything with that, I really enjoyed that kind of story arc. And just the idea running through the episode of like bringing the trio kind of back down to earth for a bit, because they were maybe getting a bit too cocky and a bit too into the swing of things, and like keeping score basically when they shouldn't really be doing that, because it's just a job and it's a mission, not like a chance to show off, you know. And I like that this kind of story with this woman and her kid brought them back down to earth and showed them that, you know, just because there's kind of a goal in sight that Angel wants to achieve doesn't mean it's definitely going to happen, and they still have a long way to go. So I really liked that they kind of were humbled in this episode by that whole story. I thought that worked really, really well, because if you kind of have that goal in sight like Angel got in the prophecy in the last season, of course he's going to be like, well, yeah, I'm definitely going to get redemption now then, if there's this prophecy all about it. So it was nice to see him very like humbled in that sense, and Cordelia even said like maybe we've been getting a bit too cocky, and I really liked that, you know. Again, even when they're really good at what they do, and clearly they are, they're not perfect, and I like that this kind of reminded us of that. So that was really cool. And then a very nice surprise was Faith showing up at the end. I was not expecting that, at least not in the premiere. I was hoping we'd see her again at some point this season, like checking on her, but I thought it'd be like a whole like Faith episode. Hopefully we'll see her again. Like, I'd like them to kind of continue doing those kind of appearances throughout the season, even if she doesn't get out of jail and she just stays in that for like the whole season. If Angel like goes through like a really tough case or something, has a really hard time in an episode, I'd love them to kind of end it with like a scene with him and Faith. Would be really cool. But I love that they brought her back in this, and that they kind of talked about the path to redemption, wondering if they are going to make it. I really enjoyed that, how they kind of talk to each other through, you know, their troubles. We saw how much Faith has still progressed while she's been inside, you know. She wanted to kill that girl, started a fight with her, but she didn't. She looked so young as well in that kind of prison cell with like, the big puffy hair. It's nice to finally see her almost appear as if she is the age she is, because she always seemed like a lot older in like Buffy and last season of Angel, prior to the breakdown in the rain, obviously. Then she seemed quite young in her appearance and like her actual age, because as a Slayer I think you need to grow up a lot more and a lot more ahead of your time. So it's kind of twisted in a way because like she's in prison, but it's almost like she gets to be her age now, and she gets to kind of relax a bit, and she doesn't have the pressure of being a Slayer duty like over her head. She just gets to work on herself, and it was really nice to see that progress in Faith since we last saw her at the end of season 1 of Angel. So I really, really loved seeing her again. That was a really cool little surprise, and I hope we kind of continue to see that. And yeah, Angel and Faith seem to have like a really nice bond now. The fact that they were making each other laugh in that last little scene, very, very wholesome, and I loved that kind of display of character development between the two of them. Loved that, and a great way to kind of end the episode as well, because they both have a long way to go in their redemption, but like they said, you know, they think they can make it, which is really cool and a great way to kind of kick off the season, because the quest for redemption continues. I guess that may be what season 2 is all about, and then we have everything with Darla to kind of throw a spanner in the works, I imagine. So yeah, very, very excited to see what's going to happen with the rest of the season, and this was a great premiere to kind of kick it off. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, very excited to see what season 2 is going to bring. I'm genuinely very impressed with this episode. I really, really loved it. So yeah, can't wait to see what's going to happen with season 2, and my next reaction will be episode 2 of Angel, and then after that I'm going to start Buffy season 5, which I'm very excited for as well. But this was a fantastic premiere. I really, really loved it. And yeah, until my next reaction, thanks for watching.